Chalky, chalky, chalky. Are you on your way here, brother? I knew this title would get some people. Listen, I knew that title would get some people on here popping. Peace. What's good? Oh, y'all thought it was gonna be something negative? Oh, y'all thought it was gonna be something negative about the Nation of Islam. No, 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 no. OB Babe, what up, OB? I'm out here in Houston, Texas, brother. Actually getting ready to go drop off some more water. I'm going to go drop some water and toilet paper off to Mosque 45. You thought it was going to be something negative about the Nation of Islam? Don't get it twisted. I have to give a shout out to the nation for holding it together, yo. Let me share something with y'all. I watch a lot of documentaries, right? And there was a documentary, I watched 2 documentaries. Those that never been in the Nation of Islam don't even understand the Nation of Islam. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. There was a lot of in-house fighting. There was a lot of people that was coming in destroying stuff, and I understand. Y'all gotta understand why the Nation of Islam is so tight the way it is, and very careful about certain people. There's a documentary online. One part I didn't like, that they didn't have the minister in there, because I knew the minister would have ripped it. The brother who put the documentary together, his name is Sharif Nasir. Sharif Nasir. I think it's called The Building or something of the Nation of Islam. It was dope. It tell you about Master Farad Muhammad. Everybody keep calling him Caucasian. Niggas, ignorant people, keep calling him Caucasian. If you know anything about the Middle East is us too. So, what's up, Malik? You got to understand the history of the nation. I was in the nation as a young man. I was in the ranks in Philadelphia as a young man at 18 years old. I left when I was 19 years old. Think about it. 17, 18, I was in the nation. I left at Mosque number 12. I was there. It was too disciplined when I was young. I left the nation and went back into the streets. My brother Rashad, which is Ty, he was in the nation. We went in the nation together because it was too disciplined. Y'all don't understand. See, y'all see the outer surface of everything. I was in the ranks at the time in Philadelphia. So, what happened, I was hustling. Listen to me, y'all. I was hustling. So, it's a lot. I grew up, my uncles and them was in Black Incorporated. Y'all know, if y'all see Murder Inc., not that fake hip-hop joint. We talking about Jackie Wright, Sam Christian, the Barneses. That was family. Not JBM, not Junior Black Mafia. It was way before these dudes. That's where they got their name from. There was a lot of stuff going on with that back then. Those was our old heads. So I was hustling. I was like, man, I'm good. I'm all right. You know, I ain't trying to be disciplined like that. And the funny thing is that I didn't grow up in a family like that. I grew up in a family piece with my mom and pop. But when my brother died, when I was 10, my mother let us loose in Philly. She let us loose. She said, you don't have friends, you have associates. I'll never forget my mom telling me that. Because my brother's friend killed him when I was 10 years old. So supposed to be friend. So now, I'm hustling. We all hustling. All 5 of my brothers. We in there deep. Deep. Brother named Tyrone that I grew up with. We had older brothers. Bernard, Philadelphia, all these cats. We went in the nation as young men to get away from the streets. Right? Went in the nation. I didn't want to stay in there. That was crazy. I said, hell no, I don't want to be a part of this. This is too disciplined. No, I don't want this. It was disciplined, people. I'm going to somewhere with this so y'all can understand. Most people who see the nation don't really know what the nation is about. You would get checked in the Nation of Islam. There was things that was in Philly when they went up against the police department in Philadelphia. It was real crazy. They went up against Rizzo and them in Philadelphia. Okay? I left the nation and messed around and got shot at 19. And made me think about why I got shot. I said maybe because I went away from the teachings, right? And went into the street. And I got shot the first time. But I never went back in. But my heart was always there in the Nation of Islam. Like I told y'all on many occasions, I studied Malcolm X since I was 16. He was like a hero to me at 16. But you can't forget his teacher, Elijah Muhammad. Made me think about it for a minute. I said, wait a minute. You can't forget the teacher. So I'm watching this documentary yesterday. And as I'm watching the documentary, it's talking about how the nation got built. How Farad Muhammad came to our people. So people would see color. And the reason why they called the white man the devil, it was to keep them away from the European. Away from them. Right? That's why they were calling them that. So I'm watching all of this. And I'm like, okay. How do you destroy somebody? How do you destroy an organization? By bringing in deception. You follow me? How do we destroy people? What they were doing is saying negative things. You know that they was on they was supposed to be a terrorist group, just like the MST of A. And I'm gonna get into that in a minute too. The MFT of A, but them cats stood their ground. I looked up, and as I'm watching this, yes, the art of deception. This is why you never hear me argue. I'm a Moor and they're Moors. You will never hear me argue with the Nation of Islam because I'm still in there. And that's why Negroes don't understand why, because you don't know the history. You new jacks who's coming in don't know the history of the Nation of Islam and how it was built. You really don't understand the Nation of Islam, man, for real. So, I was in the nation too. You never leave the Nation of Islam. You never leave the Nation of Islam. You're always in the Nation of Islam. You never leave. Never. Okay? So, as I'm watching this documentary yesterday, it talks about how it got built. One thing I said I don't like that they didn't have Minister Farrakhan in there. They had Wallace Dean. Now, I had an issue. I was in Sunni Islam. I had an issue with Wallace Dean Muhammad. Yeah. I wasn't a fan. I was in Sunni Islam also. But I was not a fan of Wallace Dean Muhammad. I respected Wallace Dean Muhammad because he was Elijah Muhammad's son. I respected him. But I really wasn't a fan because I said, what is this guy doing? And that it gave me another perspective on, as I'm watching this video, it was called evolution. It was degrees. It talked about what Farad Muhammad did, right? It talked about what Elijah did. And then it talked about what Wallace Dean Muhammad did to take them to the world stage and say, look, this is what happens. And this is what it is. When he sat with the Pope, it made me look at Wallace Dean Muhammad totally different. But I understood it was a bigger picture in all this, right? That the European was creating division in all of this. You're still watching Lindsay and ain't seen that Lohan. This is why today in 2017, Negroes don't understand me. And my brothers in the Nation of Islam got my back. Don't get it twisted. I don't have to cut my hair, wear a bow tie. There was a whole lot of stuff that was going on. When we had to sell papers, I didn't understand as a young man why we had to sell papers. It was the discipline, not because we were doing anything else. It was the discipline to be independent. It was like you didn't have to make a quarter, right? It's a quarter, y'all. Y'all know what police do. To make a quarter, it was to have you disciplined in it. It was to build nations. So all these Negroes, even some of these Negro Moors that claim to be conscious, that want to go after the Nation of Islam, niggas, sit down. Get your facts right. If you in the RBG, get your damn facts right before you step up and say anything, y'all, because y'all really don't know. It's no other group, none, that is more disciplined than the Nation of Islam right now. Yes, we have bad apples everywhere. Yes. And that's what was going on. They had to wean out the good, the bad, because you got niggas in there for power. And it's like in every other group, you have niggas in there that want power. I tell people, if you want it, the nigga take it. That's me. Whatever you want to shine, nigga, here, take it. You can have it. I'm not looking for it. I've seen what happened to Malcolm X. I've seen the jealousy and envy with Malcolm X. I've seen all of it. I see the jealousy and envy with Minister Farrakhan. I watched it. So some of these cats that's new, that just woke up and say, oh, the nation is doing that, do some fact checks, baby. Do some fact checks, for real. As I'm watching this documentary, it's making me remember what elders in Philly told me. They telling me this in Philly. I'm like, I'm young. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what's happening. So all this stuff about Farad Muhammad, and more say, well, Elijah Muhammad was in the nation of, in the Moorish Science Temple. So what if he wasn't or was? Yeah, he knew. He wore fez. There was an elder talking about the fez represented, and that he gave a breakdown on the history, and he had the FOI uniform on. Okay? So, what are you building? I'm talking to the Moors today. What are you building? Instead of going at it with brothers. It's called the Rise of the Nation of Islam or something like that. I'll find it. I was going to post it, but this is like, I'm up like 4. Listen, while y'all sleep, I'm working and researching. While y'all sleeping, I was working. 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm up watching this. It was daybreak. By the time I watched 3 documentaries, and I'm looking at it, analyzing every video. People don't know, to destroy any organization or any group, you have to do it within. So I'm watching this, and I'm watching what Elijah Muhammad built. He had stores, clothing stores, printing press, fish markets, like real rap. Who came in and destroyed it? How did it get destroyed? Who did it? That's all you got to do is, I did a video last night, y'all. Pay attention. I talked about Hitler and the propaganda. Watch the video I did on Hitler and the propaganda and what was going on and how they destroyed it. So what they was doing is controlling the media to make one go against the other. Malcolm against Farrakhan. Malcolm against Elijah. And back and forth. Back and forth. Lucius Bay, I think the name, it might have been brother Malik. But it's crazy, Holmes. This is why you can't get me to go against any of my brothers. But if you against my people, I'm going to go up against you. You best believe that. If you against my people, I'm definitely going to come up against you. As I'm watching this video, Elijah Muhammad's son was talking about how Elijah was crying when Malcolm got killed. Some people say, oh, it wasn't real. No. They said he was crying when that happened. You always going to have niggas in every group that you're in. And this is why you don't understand why Minister Farrakhan is so protected. You don't understand that everybody don't get to him. Okay? And he should be protected at any means necessary. This is real, yo. So as I'm watching this, I'm watching them talking about the ports. Niggas ain't, listen, man. Some cats is not ready to die, yo. They not ready to die. Yes, forget the fame. Forget the fame. It's, are you ready to die? The MSTFA never had personality like Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali. No, they didn't. So the key is have that personality. And I don't give a damn if some of y'all here get mad at me. So what? You can unfriend me and see if I care. Unfriend me. I might be happy because I do need more friends on my page that really want to do something. But you ain't gonna never get this brother to go against the Nation of Islam. I know I've been doing it for years now. Everybody trying to jump on a bandwagon about bridging the gap between the Nation of Islam and the Moors. Everybody's now trying to get on that bandwagon. Y'all wasn't talking about this. I've been in this game for a minute. I've been talking about that because I never, ever left the Nation of Islam. Never left. Okay? Alright, so don't get it twisted. Yeah, but some people don't want unity. They talk it. They really, a lot of cats talk it, but they ain't living it. Trust me. So, when the nation, who's Islam, it doesn't matter who's Islam. Islam means peace. It doesn't matter. It does not matter who's Islam. Islam means peace. That's all it matters. That's all that matters. That's it. So, stand up. Okay? Yes, Malcolm had issues with the nation because certain things should have been done. I agree with that. I rock with that. Okay, it's all up. But it wasn't because Elijah had different children. It wasn't that. It was deeper than that. Deeper than what y'all think it was. And now they got people scared. Like, oh, that Farrakhan has something to do with Malcolm's death. Nigga, shut up and sit down somewhere, dude. Shut up, sit down somewhere. Get your facts right. When niggas setting up niggas every day. This is why I brought up earlier about my brother being killed by a friend of his when I was 10. Niggas that's around you will do something. Not the niggas that you expect to do it. The ones that you least expect to do it. Okay? So as I'm watching them talk about the ports, remember, okay, the ports, they said, they was telling them about there was a union job, they said, in the ports, and they went to go pick up fish. One thing I'm watching in this documentary, they said they was telling them this is a union job. See, this is stuff that y'all don't know. And y'all niggas talk on the sideline. You marching, talking about walking around with guns. You ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight. Okay? Listen, they was telling them that they could not unload the boat that was on the port because it was a union job. And they was saying, listen, you gonna try to stop us? It's 250 of us. They took off. They were using the cranes. And they was like, we're gonna go get somebody. And they said, nigga, you wanna go, y'all really wanna go get somebody? And the fruit was right there. 250 strong, going up against the union. Niggas ain't doing that. As soon as the cop comes, niggas will run. I told you, an elder told me in Philadelphia when they went up against the police in the plateau in Philadelphia, the Nation of Islam back then. You got to remember, the people that was in the Nation of Islam was killers, drug dealers. You got to remember the mentality, yo. I was there in the streets, so I know how it was. So I know what he reformed. So when people talk ill about the nation, when you won't bust a grape in a fruit fight at all. Niggas can talk all they want. But as soon as the European come and say he's going to take something from you, you start bitching, crying, moaning, calling on them. They didn't care. They was going at it. And this is what some Moors are doing today. Not the passive ones. The real active Moors are saying, listen, dude, like my brother Taj Tariq Bey and quite a few brothers that it's probably less than probably 10, that's going up against and saying, no, this is ours, dude. No, it's the same routine. If you watch it, he playing the same game in 2017. And I'm watching dudes fall for the same okie doke in 2017. 2017, we're falling for the same okie doke. When Elijah was talking about building a nation has to have a military. You can't have no fat niggas running around in the Nation of Islam. How are these niggas eating right? How are they eating? How could you eat right? How could you say that you're in the military, you can't even eat right? Really? You got checked in the Nation of Islam. That's why I left. Are you with me? Because it was a discipline that I didn't understand back then. I did not understand the nation back then. I was doing it for fanfare. I just wanted to be a part of it. That's all I wanted to be a part of something. But now, as you get older, you start seeing why and what was going on at that particular time. Yes, same movie, different character. You ain't never lied, brother. If you watch the documentary and talk to some of these elders, brother, how it was, and I can see, and they gave the year when these brothers left the Nation of Islam. It was always in 75 when Elijah Muhammad passed away. In 75, I'm watching this. How everybody ran away from the Nation of Islam. And that's why I give Minister Farrakhan credit. I understand what he was doing. I understand what he's doing now. Ain't nothing changed. Again, I had an issue with Wafdeen Muhammad for a long time. Long time. Because I looked at it as he portrayed Elijah too. And now it's like, okay, I'll forgive you because now I understand what he was doing. If y'all don't know who Wafdeen Muhammad is, that's Elijah Muhammad's son. My brother Ishmael Muhammad. Ishmael is Elijah's son. That's my brother. Ishmael Muhammad is my brother. So, the thing is real, yo. No other group is really standing up. Seriously. Like I said, I understand Malcolm's position and what he felt and what should have been done. There was teachings that if somebody touch you, make sure they don't touch nobody else. That was a teaching in the Nation of Islam. You know, but the people on the surface, the nation that you see on the surface is not the ones that you really need to be worrying about. They're not the ones. It's the deeper ones that's inside the Nation of Islam. And I know some Moors on here probably cringing right now. Okay, so be it. If you don't like it, there's always a delete button. Because trust me, I don't really need you on my page anyway. Alright? You and Taj have the most powerful videos on the planet. The information will free our people. Listen, I don't know about that one, but I can tell you this. That's why cats don't want us around. They don't want. I go at it every day. I have Moors. They get jealous and envy. I got Moors that it was a post that was put up with Taj Tariq Bey. I don't know how many of y'all saw that. Taj Tariq Bey, Noble Drali, and me. I don't know if y'all saw that post that a brother posted up. I don't do that and that stuff. I don't post up anything. I don't do no pictures. I don't do no photo ops. I don't know how to do that. That's not my field. But niggas got mad. Moors got mad because that was up there. Moors got mad. Oh, this person shouldn't have been placed there. This person shouldn't have been put there. What difference does it make? Did you get the damn message? I don't know. I respect that brother who put that together. I didn't put it together. I don't even post YouTubes up. That's not what I do. I don't post YouTubes. I don't do photo ops. But Negroes got pissed. Moors got pissed because that was up there. This is where it kicks off at, the jealousy and the envy. This is what it kicks off. And I'm talking to those who know what I'm talking about. Those, and I want you to share this with those that said, those left those comments on there. I want you to share that to them. Same way I did Noble Drew Ali documentary in 2009. And nobody's done a documentary on Noble Drew Ali since 2009. You know how many Moors went and got upset and got jealous and got mad? Nigga, inbox me. I'm here. Inbox me if you don't like anything that I'm saying. I can back up anything that I'm saying. And I don't run from nothing. If you want, when I was doing my radio show, you could have called me up. They didn't. Trust me. I don't just talk it. I live it every day. And I am backed. Trust me. I'm backed. With no doubt. I'm backed. I'm backed. No other group is standing for our people. Other people, these Moors need to adopt the same discipline of the... Yeah, they do need to adopt. Yeah. They do. They do need to adopt the teachings of the Nation of Islam. Instead of worrying about Elijah Muhammad being in the Nation of Islam, the Moorish Science Temple. What have you produced? Minister Farrakhan talked about that. What have you produced? I'll wait. A Blog Talk Radio? That's what you produced? Really? Blog Talk? What have you produced? I'll wait. I'm talking to all the critics now. All the cats that try to come at me, here's your opportunity. You got something to say to me? Please share this out to them, y'all. Anybody. It doesn't matter. Please share this out to them. So if you got something to say to me, leave it in the box. Leave it on a comment. Yes, they was upset and jealous, and I said I was going to respond to this. Because they saw a damn silly post that I did not put together, and they make it seem like I put it together, and I didn't. I could care less about any of this, yo. I do the work. I'm out here in Houston right now. On the streets, on the ground. On the ground. Okay? With my people in the hurricane. You follow me? You don't see me in fancy cars. You don't see me running around with fancy clothes. That's not me. And I will go to my brothers in the RBG. I will go to my brothers in the Nation of Islam. That's me. Because the teachings is much deeper than what you think it is. So when Negroes sit up here and talk about the Scientology, nigga, if you talk about them and it's dealing with Scientology, why aren't you dealing with your science? I'm going to say this again. If you worry about the nation dealing with Scientology, why aren't you dealing with your science? Not a religion. Let's deal with science. Not, okay? Deal with the science, not religion. Okay? Nobody can ever annoy me. No one can ever annoy me. I ignore so much, but sometimes you gotta say things. Sometimes. If you notice, I never say names, but it's going to reach who it needs to reach. So whoever had an issue about the nation, whoever had an issue about a picture with Brother Taj, who's putting in work, I don't really count myself, but Noble Drew Ali, because I don't count myself. I don't pat myself on the back for nothing. I keep it pushing. So they saw a picture with Taj and talking about where we were positioned at. It was a brother who posted up there. Ask the brother Bata about that. Ask Brother Bata about that one who posted that. DVDs, lesson books, Order Out of Darkness, you know, that's crazy. That's why we can't rise as a people. Envy always, yes, and that's what happened in the Nation of Islam. Envy and jealousy. So sometimes you got to clean out the closet. I know they're watching this. Trust me, they're watching. The enemies, and I'm not going to act like they're not there, and it's only based on jealousy and envy, because it's nothing that I've done to anybody. I didn't rob nobody. I didn't mess with nobody's wife. I didn't mess with nobody's girlfriend. I didn't take anything from you, and this is what's happening. Y'all got to understand. I deal with love. I understand the history. I came out of the Nation of Islam. I saw, I studied. Don't come to me with that fake stuff, because I can tell when you fake. Trust me when I tell you. I know when you're fake. For real. So a lot of these cats, I have discussions I don't even talk about on here that is going on with me in some of these Moorish groups and with Brother Taj. I don't put dirty laundry out here in public like that, but I just want to clear some things up. About the same thing that happened with the nation, it's the same thing that's happened right now. Right here. We will conquer the earth and fall out over what we... Yes, we would. This is why people don't understand. They don't understand this, Bruce. When I went back to Chi-Town a couple years ago, and even though I was in the Nation of Islam, I had a shirt on called, said more knowledge, and had the flag, and it was simulcast on the screen, and I went up and got my letter again from the minister. They was like, what's Sabir doing there? This is what Moors was saying. None of the Moors was in there. I'm telling you this. They were not there. So when they saw me, they was like, what's Sabir doing there? Why is he there? Hold up. He's going back into the nation? I never left the nation. I did that purposely to show you the unity. Everything I was doing was about unity. I've been talking about unity for years. Unity, 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 all groups. I may disagree with a lot of their approaches of what people do, but I always talked about unity. Period. So the media have to make people criminals. To make someone not join something, they have to talk ill about that group. So what happens, it's happened with the Nation of Islam. It happened with the Moorish Science Temple. It happened with the RBG. You saw what happened with the Panthers. So they have to make these people terrorist groups. Oh, they anti this. Oh, now the Moors that's putting in work, right? That's telling you about the world passport. That's telling you about driver's license. They got Moors on the sideline saying, oh, they talking that sovereign stuff. You see how it works, y'all? They going to the wrong people, the wrong ones, to ask questions. Are y'all with me? They going to the wrong ones to ask questions, not the right ones that can break this down, that's not caught up in no religion, that would tear it apart. Because if you bring me in front of there and you ask me those questions about a right to travel and a driver's license, what it is, I'm going to make it plain. Make it plain so everybody can understand it. I'm going to make it plain about what sovereignty is. I'm going to make it plain. But you have Moors, just like back then, you had the nations that was jealous and envy and do anything to be on top. That's why I always give Minister Farrakhan credit. I don't give a damn what y'all think you can throw at this man. I lead by example. I'm watching him. We're not perfect people, yo. I don't worship no man. I respect. Remember what I said, like people worship Noble Drew Ali? Don't worship no man. I respect Noble Drew Ali. I respect Minister Farrakhan. I respect Malcolm X. I respect Marcus Garvey. Not follow or worship like that. That's not what Sabir do. Okay? I don't worship no man. And niggas worship these dudes. And the jealousy and the envy is real. Jealousy and envy is real. Why worry about positive teachings is what it's all about. Why worry about it positive teach? Yeah, it is. But you got to deal with it sometimes. You have to deal with it. You don't never really hear Sabir talk about any of this. Never hear me talk about any of that. All I do is keep positive teachings. But when people come and say silly stuff and I'm reading things, I'm like, this is insane. Like, this is really going on in 2017? Are we really still doing that? Come on, man. My young brother said, but Sabir, you got men worshiping women too. I don't worship. Listen, you should worship the womb. You should, because that's where you came from, right? The womb of the woman. We disrespect the womb of the woman. I'm going to say that again. We disrespect the womb of the woman. There's niggas in here beating up women that's supposed to be conscious. I ain't got to say no names. If the shoe fits, you wear that motherfucker. They on here. Believe me. Conscious niggas that's beating up their women. If we put everything together, we would have everything we need. Yeah, Dominique, it sounds good. But you got to be fighting with your own people too. You got to be dealing with your own people. You know how powerful that would be if that really happened? Think about how powerful that would be. Be bananas. And this is why, even before I speak on any subject sometimes, I got to call elders. I call Brother Taj and say, Brother Taj, you know, what should I do? And Taj say, go get him. Taj will tell you in a heartbeat, get him. Taj Tariq Bey, that is. He said, go get him. I'm in Mississippi territory, and I appreciate your grind, your truth, and your stance. Your influence is strong, and we're growing. No doubt. I'm glad. Keep it growing, dude, because this man got a plan ungodly for our people, yo. They got a plan for our people. Trust me, I've been tested many ways that y'all wouldn't even know. Y'all wouldn't even know. I've been offered money that I turned down. Europeans threw their women at me. They tried to discredit me. And it wasn't Europeans. It was brothers that tried it. But they don't realize I'm built strong, baby. I'm built strong. You can't throw that fake stuff at me, because I'm going to come right back at you. Right back at you. I was prepared by my minister. Man, that was in 2002, 2003. I said this story before. Brother Russell Muhammad, Mosque number 12. He told me what they would try to do to me. Before I did radio, he said, Sabir, they would give you their money, give you their woman, try to discredit you, or they would kill you. This is what he told me. Everything that he said, they tried it. But the difference is I know how to come back. And if you come at me, I'm going to come at you strong. It doesn't matter. But see, the other side of this is niggas start acting like little girls. Hey, how you doing, brother, when they meet you? Hey, how you doing, nigga? You probably that same dude that was talking trash on Facebook. Because you notice some people don't even have their faces, and I don't even know who these people are. And I've been doing it on radio. My brother Chalky White is on here. Chalky White can remember when we do radio shows, niggas are called after the fact. When I say, if you got something on me you want to share, then say it. They always call after the fact when the show is over. When we got like a minute left in the radio show. And niggas are calling on here. They don't understand my teachings. I watch Minister Farrakhan not as to worship. I watch his action, how he responds to people. I watch Malcolm, how he responds to people. Nobody have built schools, not storefronts, not garages, not houses. We talking about storefronts. Sister Clara Muhammad, You have Muhammad's universities. When I watch what they built, and what did they have to do is to bring niggas in to take it down. Take it down. Take it down. And this is why people need to understand, like, why I watch Taj the way I watch over Taj, for a reason. And Moors get jealous of that, because I say you're not going to abuse Taj or use Taj. See, I'm a different breed. Taj is my elder, but I'm a different breed. They can't use me the way they can use Taj, because his heart is pure. His heart is very pure. Trust me when I tell you this. Taj Tariq Bey's heart is very pure, and he really lives what he says. But if he's dead and gone, none of these niggas gonna look out for him. So everything that I do, I watch out for Brother Taj. Even when I did Out of Darkness, I put Taj Tariq Bey in the film so Taj can get a royalty check twice a year. Everybody gets a royalty check from that film, Out of Darkness, twice a year. While cats is running around taking it and selling it, and nobody's getting it back. Twice a year, we make sure everybody that was in Out of Darkness film we did gets a royalty check. So people can talk what they want to talk. I got my big sister on here, Linda. Assalamu alaikum. You know, don't fear them, for mine is strong enough. You're defeated. Your Shah will protect. You know, no doubt. I'm good. I'm good. Trust me. I done been through this, man. I done been shot up so many times. Like I said, I could be a rapper. Straight up. I done been tested many ways. I lived in California for 8.5, 9 years. Tested. I don't want, you know, I'm not impressed with Hollywood. I'm not impressed with a lot of stuff, dude. But one thing that you won't do, and come at Minister Farrakhan. I was in Sunni Islam and all of that. I went through those stages. But nothing stands more than the Nation of Islam. You need a military. You talking about you have something, you know, get the Nation of Islam behind you. That's the military. Like I said before, I had an issue with Wafdi Muhammad at one time, because I thought that he was taking us away from the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. The Arabs, they're not my fam, and Arabs don't like you. Trust me, they don't. They don't see you as themselves, but if you know who you are, then what you can do is say, I'm your father. And that's what I used to tell all Sunni Muslims. All the Arabs that you think that is theirs, I strip them and say, no, you're my child. You didn't start Islam. We started Islam. That's what Elijah was teaching us. So I don't need to follow behind a pale-faced Arab. I am that. I'm your father. We're Moors. We taught you. So all these people want to run around here, dress up like Muslims, and act like, you know, Islam and dressing up and playing dress up is the it's called play dress up. It's called play dress up. You wear the garbs, you wear the beards, but if you turn around, you watch all the dirt that they're doing. It's called dress up. That's not me. That's not, you know, and that's why the Arabs don't even respect cats. They don't respect you. They know you a hypocrite. Very big hypocrite. That's why I cut my beard. I took off the kufis for what? Why? Hypocrites. Hypocrites. Assalamu alaikum, my brother. But that you turn around and do X, Y, and Z in public and people see you. That's what Elijah was cleaning up. That right there. That's what he was cleaning up. The hypocrisy, the drugs, all that stuff that niggas are doing in the name of Islam. And Arabs look at you like you crazy. I was in Detroit. Listen, I don't know how many of y'all went to Detroit. I don't know if y'all ever been to Detroit. There's a part in Detroit called Dearborn. Dearborn. It's all, I think they Palestinians or whatever they are. I go there, and if you watch their community, they don't allow no black person down there like that. I go there, and they don't know where the hell I'm from. They look at me like, where are you from? I was just called a Puerto Rican yesterday by a sister out here in Houston. I was just called a Puerto Rican. Do I look like I'm Puerto Rican? She told me that I was not like her. This is a sister that told me that I was not like her. She said, you're a Puerto Rican. Don't even know that the Puerto Ricans are us. But I was in Dearborn, and when I went into one of the restaurants in Detroit, because my name is Sabir Bey. Everything, you know, because you got to fill things out and sign things. You know, you give them your debit cards and blah, blah, blah. So they said, where you from? They always say that's a Muslim name. That's what they say to me. That's what they say to me. Well, where you from? I'm like, I'm from here. No lie. Their attitude is different. So when cats want to come in rooms, say, Assalamu alaikum, my brother, and da-da-da-da-da, and I got to awakarakatullah barakatuh and all this other crap, like, nigga, be yourself. And that's what Elijah was teaching, is to be yourself. Love yourself. Stop being a front for people, because they really see the real side of you. So the discipline in the Nation of Islam was real. The film is called Out of Darkness. Out of Darkness. There were Puerto Ricans, Mexicans in the Nation of Islam back then. So the crazy people, just do your research. Right? Do your research. There were Puerto Ricans and Mexicans in the Nation of Islam, but the ignorant people would say that, they're white. Nah, baby. I lived in the Bronx too. Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, they thought we was one. Because they have Puerto Ricans and Mexicans look just like you and I. So people say, oh, Elijah Muhammad got white boys in the Nation of Islam. I know. What's the brother name, Malik? Oh my God. What's our Mexican brother that's in there, the minister in the Shah? Oh man. Oh my gosh, brother. I got his number. Oh my gosh, brother. Tell me his name. Abel. Thank you, my brother. Abel Muhammad. That is my brother, Brother Abel. Yes, we have Brother Abel Muhammad in the mosque. But an ignorant person would say, because of the complexion, they'll say, oh, he got white people in there. Nah, dude. You don't understand. Mexicans, Puerto Ricans are your people. I'm going to say this again. Mexicans and Puerto Ricans are your people. My Mexican brother Alberto, that's on Facebook, my Mexican brother Sal on Facebook was the ones that financed the radio show that I did in LA. I never forget my brother Salvador Bay. I think Sal is a Day. He gave me, I say this story all the time, he gave me $600 back to back to start a radio show he didn't want nothing from me. He just wanted me to start the show. And he got criticized and ridiculed by Moors in the temple in California. It's factual. It's factual. They came at this brother Salvador because of complexion, hard body in California, that my brother Sal walked away from this movement. He walked away for a year, and I have not heard from Sal until I brought brother Taj Tariq Bey to California, and then he came out and he came back inside the movement again, because the Moors stepped to him. And if it wasn't for a brother Hayes that was with Sal, they may have tried to do something to him. That is what I'm talking about, the ignorance. That's what I'm talking about, the ignorance of Moors. Okay? So they came at brother Sal because of his complexion, telling him he wasn't in it. And by the way, all of them cats was doing something dirty. All of them cats was doing something dirty. Okay? Who came at brother Sal. So I'm telling y'all this, man. Don't get impressed, man, by people dressing up. I don't care if you got a suit and a tie on. I don't care if you got a Sunni beard or a kufi or a fez on your head. You can just be a nigga with a fez on. My sister Atakia Bey from Philly used to call them nigger Moors. Atakia Bey from Philadelphia used to call them nigger Moors. Niggas with fezzes on. So I'm not impressed with somebody wearing a fez. It's your actions that speaks louder. I'm telling you, for real. I'm not impressed with niggas wearing suit and ties. I'm not impressed with somebody wearing a fez. I'm from Philly. You see me with a baseball cap on, and you see me with a white tee on, you see me with regular jeans on. Well, whatever you want to call this. This is all day. I'm not impressed. Do the work. Do the work. Stop backbiting and slandering like you profess when you inside those buildings. Stop backbiting and slandering. If you got an issue with your brother like me, I'm going to tell you, I don't have an issue. I'm just sharing with y'all what's going on. If you have an issue with me, you can always feel free to reach out to me. I'm reachable. Believe me. I'm very reachable. You can inbox me. I'll respond to you. You want to ask me right now? I'll respond to you on here too. It is that simple. That simple. I'm just sharing with y'all. You need to link up. The only thing that will hate this European hates and don't like is unity, yo. I'm telling you that right now. He don't like unity. So for my Sunni Muslim brothers, get yourself together. Get yourself together. Stop thinking this European or these pale-faced Arabs are the true people of Islam, because damn it, they not. And I never gave them that credit. I was in the mosque when they would move their feet from us. I'm not trying to be a part of it. I let them know that you're my child. The fez is the head, not on it. Hey, thank you. It's the head. So this is my fez right here. I don't care if some Moors get mad. This is my fez right here. This right here. This is the fez. So if y'all have any questions or comments, you can hit me up now, or you can inbox me. My tune will never change, and this will cause jealousy and envy and hate. Watch how they come out. I keep telling y'all, I'm backed by something greater than all of y'all. Out of Darkness, you can get it on my PayPal. Do not leave me no email that is not an email. I will not respond to no messages. People, I know it's Moors that's hitting me on this email, and I don't know why they think I'm going to respond to what they're sending me. So please don't send me nothing. Okay, Moors? If you want me to promote something, I charge for that. Okay? Please don't send me anything, and I'm not concerned about that. But the PayPal for the DVD is sabirbayradio@gmail.com. sabirbayradio@gmail.com. For the Out of Darkness is $24.95. You can donate there if you choose to at sabirbayradio@gmail.com. You can get with my sister Karen McGee. If I see the email as far as booking me there in Detroit, get with my sister Karen McGee. I have a couple of people that you can reach out to, but that's the main one to actually get. Or you can leave. Actually, Jaquetta's on here. Contact Jaquetta. She will get in contact with Karen. I'm not hard to reach. Indigenous people unity is the key. Yeah, we can say all that, but a lot of people keep saying, I keep trying to tell y'all, a lot of people talk it, but they don't really live it. They backbite and slander. I'm in Houston. I would love to build with you, obtain information on what I need to do. Listen, I'm in Houston too. I'm actually getting ready to try to get some more water and toilet paper so we can pass out to these people. I'll leave tomorrow. Where are we going at? Where's that coffee shop at?
It's off of Holman and
Emancipation and Holman. I'm going over to Holman, the Doshi House on Emancipation and Holman. The Doshi House. I'll be over there. I don't know. I can't give you no exact time. About 45 minutes. I don't know. I might come early. I might come late. But I'll be there. I ain't, because I don't even know who you are, to tell you the truth. But I'll be there. And you best believe I'm going to surveillance the place before I get in there. So I'll be at Emancipation and Holman. Yeah, Third Ward. The Doshi House. It's going to be probably in for a minute because we got to get some toilet paper, some water to give out. I do have Out of Darkness with me. I do have Wesley Muhammad DVD when I had him in California. I do have a couple of things with me. All right, but I gotta go, y'all. I just wanted to put that out there. Houston, I'm still here. Yes. sabirbayradio@gmail.com. FOY training 101. Malik is funny. You already know. Malik knows what time it is, brother. He said FOY training 101. You know that, bruh. You already know. Cats don't understand the way I move, brother. You know, they don't understand the teachings. Malik, they don't understand the teachings, brother. They really don't understand the teachings in the Nation of Islam. It's real. It's real. I'm a dude. What's up, my brother? They don't understand how strong those teachings are, man. So, again, y'all, unity is the key. Watch these cats that talk trash. If you have an issue with the nation, then go to the heads of the nation and talk with them. And then trust me, you're going to get a hell of a response. I can't speak fully for the nation. I can only speak for my part. I love my brothers and sisters in the FOI and the MGTs. I know why and what was going down. Okay? I'm a South Philly dude, but I live in Central PA. Do you know anyone I could holler at to build with? Brother Taj Tariq Bey, I'm from South Philly. I'm 22nd and Catherine, born and raised on the playground where I spent most of my days. I'm 22nd and Catherine from Deuce. But I live in LA now, but I'm out here in Houston. I'll be home soon, but I suggest you get in contact with my brother. Get with my brother Taj Tariq Bey. Taj Tariq Bey is in Philadelphia. There's quite a few brothers there. I'm trying to make it my business to come back every 2 months to do classes with Taj in New York. I'm working on that right now. We both was in the nation. Taj was in the nation way back in the 70s. So you never leave the nation, like I said. Never leave the nation. All right? So hope y'all enjoyed this. Hope y'all share this out. So anybody, any naysayers, please share this out with them. They want to know why I'm the way I am with the nation. Hopefully I cleared it up. We have to issue with HU. If they have an issue with you, they have an issue with me. My brother said, you heard what he said. If you got an issue with me, he said they got an issue with him. They don't play. You say 21 years strong. Wow, Malik. It'd have been that long for me too if I was still in there. No doubt, brother. And I love what you're doing with your sons, brother. Keep it going, homie. Give your brothers the salams, man. Give your brothers salams. Don't get it twisted. All right? If you got an issue with me or the Nation of Islam, then you got an issue with me. Like the brother just said, you got an issue with Sabir, you got an issue with me. And that's how we do. Stop with the backbiting and slandering. Straight up. I'm FOI for life. I'm in the Nation of Islam for life. My nationality is totally different. And there was a brother that stated, and he had a fez on before I go. The elder said, the fez represents a degree of knowledge. Go watch it. He said, you graduate college and you still don't know your nationality. That's what the elder said. You still don't know your nationality. You still say you Negro. He said Afro-American. You know he was older. He said Afro-American in color. He said you still go to college and still don't know your nationality. You saw that video? Okay. Okay. So I gotta go, y'all. It's been real. Malik, I'll holler at you, brother. You say you hear me? Peace. I gotta go, y'all. Hotep, brother, you already know it's better to talk to the head too many times. We stay talking to the body. Exactly. So I gotta go, y'all. If y'all want to donate again, I'm out here in Houston trying to help the people. I'm going to go to Mosque 45 to drop some stuff off. I dropped some stuff off yesterday at 2 places. SabirBayRadio@gmail.com. Peace. I'll be at Homes and Emancipation. Homes and Emancipation at Doshi, the coffee shop. Peace.